next stage, which is what?
Magnetic field around.
So magnetic field lines, magnetic field around permanent magnet, which are also referred to as what? Which are also referred to as magnetic poles. Permanent magnet and magnetic pole. So if you look at the magnetic field around magnetic poles, you have said it moves from north to what? South. South of north into south. It moves out of north into what? South. So if you have a north and a south, the magnetic field lines move from north to south, north to south, north to south. So if you have two norths, how does the magnetic field interact? The magnetic field lines propel themselves outwards. The magnetic field lines propel themselves outwards. So if you then have two south poles, how will the magnetic field lines interact? You expect to have it. The magnetic field lines propel themselves outwards. Now, so the next thing we now want to talk about is the magnetic field lines around what? The magnetic field around electromagnets. Magnetic field around electromagnets. And remember that I have said before that electromagnets are what? They are current carrying conductors. So what that simply means is that if current flows through a conductor, the conductor is a wire, then the wire will have magnetic field around it. That's why they are referred to as electromagnets. Their magnetic field is dependent on current. So when current flows through a wire, you have magnetic field around that wire. I get it. So the magnetic field of electromagnet is dependent on current. If the current flow through the electromagnet or the current flow through that wire is a direct current, its magnetic field will be constant with respect to current. If the current flowing through the electromagnet is alternating current is sinusoidal, which means it's sinusoidal, which means it reverses its direction of flow at every outside. So as the current reverses its direction of flow, the direction of the magnetic field will also change, because magnetic field is a vector quantity. As the current also changes in magnitude, the magnetic field will also do what? Change. So if the current flowing through the electromagnet is an alternating current, the magnetic field will be changing as the current is changing. Is it clear? Yes. So electromagnets are current carrying conductors. Their magnetic field is dependent on current. If the current flowing through the wire is direct current, its magnetic field will be constant with respect to current. And if the current flowing through it is an alternating current, the magnetic field will be changing with respect to what? To current. So we looked at a few illustrations. The first one is a what? The magnetic field lines around the straight wire. So how do you describe the magnetic field lines around the straight wire? How do you describe the magnetic field lines around the straight wire? The magnetic field lines around the straight wire in the form of concentric circles. So you have concentric, like rings, concentric circles. Now, as the distance from the wire is increasing, what we expect will happen to the strength of the magnetic field? It will reduce. How do you demonstrate that? The separation.
The distance, the separation between each magnetic circle will be increasing.
The separation between the lines will increase to show that the strength of the magnetic field is reducing. So you have this. Now, how do you know the direction of the magnetic field? You determine the direction of the magnetic field using the right angle. Very lesser. Using the right angle, which states that if you grip a straight wire with your right hand, such that your top points in the direction of the current, then the field will show the direction of the magnetic field around the wire. So in this case now, let's say the current to the wire is moving upwards, and we apply the right hand grip rule here. You will see that your fist is in what direction now?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. So the magnetic field lines is in anti-clockwise direction. If I have something like this, and the current is moving down, you apply the right hand grip rule. The thumb is now moving downward. Your fist now goes in one direction. Clockwise direction. So the magnetic field line is also in concentric circles. So this now goes in the clockwise direction. So this wire are in what plane? Are they in the vertical plane or horizontal plane? They are in the vertical plane. The magnetic field lines is in what plane? Horizontal plane. What is the relationship between the wire and the field? They are what? Perpendicular to each other. Is that okay? So if you have the wire in the horizontal plane, which is what I did not say when we are discussing this thing now. If you have the wire in the horizontal plane, you expect the magnetic field line to be in one plane, in the vertical plane. So if this dot is representing that the current is moving out of the paper, out of the plane of the body distance. So the magnetic field lines will now be in what direction? Anti-clockwise. So you have this. Now if this cross is representing that the current is moving to the plane of the paper, it's also horizontal wire. The magnetic field lines is now in what direction?
Clockwise direction.
Are you following?
Yeah.
So you see that in this case now, so as the distance between the wire, as the distance of the wire is increased, the strength of the field will reduce. So the separation between the magnetic field lines will increase. So you have this. Is that okay? So if the wire is in the horizontal plane, the magnetic field lines will be in what plane? It will be in the vertical plane. Is that okay? So you have the wire horizontal, the field in the vertical plane. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Then another one we examine is the magnetic field around the wall.
Thin circular coil.
Thin circular core. And we said we can consider a thin circular core like a straight wire that has been folded into a loop. So if the current is moving up at one end, the current will be coming down in the opposite end.
Yeah.
So you can look at that it has two straight wires with current moving opposite direction in the two wires. So the magnetic field lines around this one will be in what direction?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. So you have this. And the magnetic field lines around it will be in what direction?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. So you have this. Then the third one, which is very important, is a solenoid. Is a solenoid. What did you say about the solenoid? A solenoid is simply coils of wire. Coil. So if you have a wire that has been wound into several turns like this, how many turns are contained in this solenoid? You have 4 turns. And let's say this solenoid is of length L. So what we said about the magnetic field around the solenoid is that the magnetic field lines around the solenoid is like that of a permanent. The magnetic field lines around the solenoid is like that of the what? Permanent. Meaning that if you have the North Pole end and the what? So how do you know the North Pole end? If a solenoid is gripped with the right hand, such that your feet shows the direction of the current in the coils. Your feet shows the direction of current in the what? In the coils. Then your thumb will point in the direction of the magnetic field. Are you following what I'm saying? Yes. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is how you demonstrate how you use the right hand grip rule in order to know the polarity in the solenoid. Is that clear? So if a solenoid is gripped with the right hand, such that your feet shows the direction of current in the coil. So here you have four turns there, and I want to demonstrate the direction of current in the coil. So if the current on top of the solenoid, they are moving into the plane of the ball, below it will be moving what? Out. So it means that the current in the coils, they are moving in what direction? Anti-clockwise. Are you following? So this end becomes the north, this end becomes the what? South. And the magnetic field lines move from north to south. Inside the solenoid, it will be straight. It moves from north to south. Inside the solenoid, it will be straight. Eh? Am I communicating? If you also have a case like this, so let us say below the solenoid, the current is moving to the plane of the ball. On top is moving out. So you have something like this now. So the current in the coil is now in what direction? Clockwise. So this becomes the north now. And this becomes the what? South. So you have this. Are you following? Are you following? So the magnetic field lines move from north to south. Inside the solenoid, it is straight. From north to south, inside the solenoid, it is straight. Is that clear? Now we said the magnetic flux density at a distance b from a straight wire is given as mu naught I over 2 pi r. That's the magnetic flux density b at a distance r from a straight wire having current I is given as mu naught I over 2 pi r. The magnetic flux density due to a thin circular coil of radius r is given as mu naught I over 2r. The magnetic flux density B due to a solenoid of length L is given as mu naught Nr, where this N represents the number of turns per unit length of the solenoid. This solenoid has 4 turns now. So N is the number of turns per unit length. Are you following?
Yes.
Now we have said that mu naught is referred to as what? Permeability of what? Free space, which has a value of 4 pi that's a microsecond Henry per meter. That is the inductance per unit length of the electromagnet. So this was where we stopped in the last class. So we'll continue from here now.